Hi pals, welcome to my channel Mood Budgets. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for watching yet another one of my videos. I really do appreciate it. This is basically just my journey from being skint, living wage to wage, overdrafts, credit cards, to being a bit more savvy with my money, a bit more in control, and a bit more aware of what I'm doing financially. And I've got to say, we're now into the sort of 7th month of doing this, and what a difference to my life. It really has made a huge difference. I always thought I wasn't paid enough and that I struggled, and I basically just spent too much of my money on all the wrong things. And now that I'm allocating it specifically, I can afford to get my nails done every month, which I couldn't before. I can afford to go off and buy sort of more than one t-shirt if I wish to. I can afford to go on holiday now and not worry about how I'm going to pay next month's bills. So yeah, if you have yet to start on your budgeting journey and you're watching these YouTubes and you're thinking that you're watching all these different creators and you're thinking, yes, this is something I want to do, then go for it. You can't go wrong. If it doesn't work for you, at the end of the day, you won't be any further into debt because you'll still be managing your money in the way that you normally do. As in, you could have some cash, sat aside. But you just have to remember that your budget is going to be different to my budget, and it's going to be different to the next person's budget, the next YouTube channel that you watch. So you have to make sure that it fits for you and don't copy somebody else's budget. And also, to anybody that has a channel, if you ask them questions, hopefully they'll all get back to you. But you can learn that way as well if you are unsure about something. And while I'm on my little TED Talk, Instagram is an amazing place to go and get help from anybody. If you're in your start your budgeting journey, even in the middle of your budgeting journey, and you've got a question or a query, there's so many people out there that can give you their opinion, but it might work for you. So yeah, it's a great place to be. If you're not already on Instagram in the budgeting community, then go for it. I would probably just start at putting in something like budget or a channel that you watch, put their name into the search bar, and then you'll see the people that then comment on their posts that you might, go off and have a look at their pages and whatever, and get into the community that way. Definitely worth it. I get a lot of inspiration from Instagram as well as watching YouTube's for my own budget. So yeah, today, leathered enough, we are just going to do our checkout. I still haven't got my car tax renewal letter, so I'm not sure what happens with that. So if anybody knows what happens with a car tax renewal, please let me know. Obviously I've had a car for many years, but I've always just paid it monthly. I think maybe once or twice I maybe paid it annually when it was like a different car, but I paid this week I paid my car tax, so I'm wondering if it'll maybe kick in for August. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I'm really hoping I can do it annually because I've got the money sat there ready for it. Anyhow, if we can't, we can't. We can reallocate that money. Today we are doing our closeout of the week. It's Sunday morning, and I have closed out early. We are going food shopping this afternoon, but I'm just going to bring the money from my budget into my bank a day early for going shopping this afternoon. It's going to be easier for me for this week because I'm so busy. Bear with me, I'm just going to get a quick... No, never mind. I was going to get a glass of juice, but it's in the kitchen. Okay, so into this week that we're doing, so it's the 4th to the 10th, which is today, we brought in £884.16 as our rollover. I got my expenses from work, which is basically mileage allowance. I do a lot of miles within my work, so although that looks like a huge amount, I travel a huge amount in my week. I can do upwards of nearly 1,000 miles a week, so hence quite a big payment. The £50 came in from my Oriflame order that I had, so that was grand, and I put £5 in from Etsy, which gave me a total of £194,941. So obviously a little bit more because I just got a straight £50, so £7 tip. Audible came out at $7.99, which was great. My mattress came out at $66.66. Don't know how I struggled to say that. I decided just to go ahead and put £200 into my rent, because in a couple of weeks I'm going to put another £100 in. And I thought, oh, I've got the money, let's just put it in now. Because obviously my expenses came in, and that's when I usually pay the full amount. And my car tax that was due last week came out on Monday. Then I had a bit of an impulse buy. When I say it was an impulse buy, it's something I've been looking at for a long time actually. But it was a new toothbrush, an electronic toothbrush. And it was like a bundle, so you got the toothbrush, a toothpaste, whitening strips, and I got extra brush heads as well, so that I won't have to buy again. And it was free shipping, and there's 10% off. So I paid it in 3 over PayPal. So the first payment is £34.26. I think it came to about £102 or something. So whilst it was kind of an impulse because it was on 10%, and I thought, I'll just go for it. Did I need it? Probably not. I could have just done with my normal Colgate toothpaste, but I've been using the toothpaste now for a few days, and it's lovely. It's a whitening toothpaste, but it's really nice. But anyway, we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, I've got a toothbrush out of it. So in total, my bills came to £320.75 for this week. So obviously up on the predicted one, but that was only because I paid the extra and I had this extra £35. So taking that £300 away from the 1949, that leaves us with 1628.66. Bringing that down into our envelopes. I didn't do a big grocery shop this week, so I was just buying here and there, and you try to use out my freezer. And then some days I wasn't really eating very much either. I don't know whether it was the weather or whether it was just I was really rushed, what it was, I don't know. But so I only spent £21.73, which is good because it means that just, I've kept under my budget. Piper didn't need anything. She is going to need a bit more before we go off on our holiday, so I might put £10 in next week. I'm not sure. I've only budgeted 5, but I might do 10. Diesel, I put the full 70 in, and no, it did not fill my car. It wasn't even 3/4 of a tank. I was gutted. But the village local to me, where there's a petrol station, it's normally really, like the village I live in, the diesel's always really high here. And the next village that has I don't know what I'm trying to say. The next village near me that has diesel or pumps is normally quite high as well, but usually lower than my own village. However, it's actually gone down by 2p as well, so I filled up there, but it still didn't get me 3/4 of a tank. That was a full-on ramble, I do apologise. I put £45 into eating out, 20 of that went into my card and 25 went into a Singing Fund envelope. My spending, I used £5 of it. I can't even remember what I bought. Oh, I was running late with my, I do 2 clients a day, and there was one day I was running late, and I wasn't going to get to my next client in time if I came home and grabbed lunch, so I just grabbed lunch on the go. That was a £5 from that. I could have used my grocery money, but I was thinking I might need to go and get more groceries, so that's why I used my spending. Miscellaneous, didn't use anything. Work spending, I actually didn't use anything this week. The lady paid for me this week, so that was really lovely. Very unexpected, but welcome, very welcome. Etsy posted, I've only used 5 of the £10, so I will use the other 5 this week. I'll budget for 5, but I'll use 10. And electric, I put 10 away for whenever I need to top up my key. So in total, my envelopes came to 156.73. Deducted that from the 1,628, excuse me, and that left me with £1,471.93. I then put £105 into my sinking funds, which you would have seen on my cash stuffing, so I'll not go over that. And that took me to 1,366.93. I then paid £30 onto my Cheswick credit card. I wasn't going to, but decided just to go ahead and do it. So that left me with 1336.93. I then put £10 into my mood challenge. There was £3.27 left over in my penny challenge. That was from the groceries. So I took that off, and that left me with 1323.66. And this 1336 is just the total of the extra savings, if that makes sense. So because I've budgeted everything, that leaves me with nothing. So that all worked, and my bank reconciles. So yeah, another good week. I am quite lucky at the minute. I'm having very good weeks, and my budget is working for me. And I know that a lot of people have had a few tough months with different things here and there, and I am prepared for that for after my 2-week break when I have my holiday. You know, it'll be, I'm ready in case it's harder for me to get into it, and you know, I'm going to be prepared so that I can try and get back into it if I do overspend on my holiday, or I use my card instead of cash or whatever. But at the minute my budget's working. I'm quite happy with how things are going. As I said, I've never been able to go off on holiday, have money in my bank, and still be able to pay my bills the next month. So for me, that is just a huge thing, and I'm just so grateful for finding this community and being part of it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now, because I'm going to go off and do my cash stuffing for a different video, and have a good cough, because I can feel my frog is in my throat still. And yeah, I'll speak to you all in the next video. Okay, so take care, have a lovely Sunday, bye bye.